All right. The eagle has landed. Oh, my word. 9 a.m. comes earlier and earlier these days. What can I say? But yeah, we actually really good timing. Just a couple of days ago, there was a stream alerts. This is why I banned you. There was actually an update on their modding, Darkest Dungeons modding efforts. So I figured we'd take like a couple minutes at the beginning of stream just to look over that, because that's cool. They're not going to be releasing modding anytime in the next few days. Apparently, they were planning or hoping to get it released in June, and then they kind of fell off. But yeah, let's. It will not be as mod friendly as DD1. Just because of the art assets that are required. And we'll see a bit of that as we go through this in Lustrous. But yeah, I think it is... there's going to be a lot of modding. They're going to make it very mod friendly, but I think it's going to be an uphill battle, because 3D modeling is harder than 2D kind of like cell shaded graphics, which is what they were doing before. So let's take a look at it really quickly. Let's check it out. So this is their progress report on initial Darkest Dungeon mod release. So Darkest Dungeon 2's initial PC mod release is almost ready. Been working hard on getting it into testers' hands to navigate the initial kinks. To recap, the first update will tackle the initial mod overwriting logic. So basically like your ability to put in a file and have it replace an existing file. These core capabilities will enable modders to edit the exposed CSV files, which contain the vast majority of the numerical values of the gameplay stuff. Content-wise, it will be possible to create custom items from scratch, trinkets, combat items in Stagecoach equipment, and also new hero color palettes. It will also be possible to create mods that change and alter any existing skills or data the game currently contains in those exposed CSVs. So this is a lot like the first version of what we're looking for in the last spell. In terms of modding, we just want the ability to be able to update those XML files, or, you know, the approach that Darkest Dungeon is taking is basically replacing those XML files with CSVs that just contain like the base stuff. I kind of actually prefer the XML modding approach, because I think it gives you more dynamics than just being able to modify the values, but that's neither here nor there. So test pool has been incredibly valuable in helping prove out the workflow of modding. It's no surprise that some things require a bit more support to fully open up. That's, you know, they're referring to some of the more complex, like code-based manipulations. But we're already blown away by the modding test pool, what the modding test pool has been able to achieve. And this is what I'm excited about. They show some examples, which I think is kind of fun. If you're interested in helping, they show that, and they're currently targeting late July for release of this. And they will also be updating the Man-at-Arms and the Jester alongside this release. So Man-at-Arms and Jester are both going to be getting the talent overhaul that they've been doing. Kind of, they did it last for the Grave Robber, I believe. So the first example that they gave is by a mod creator called Tranquil, and it is it's a pet mod example. And tester Tranquil has created some inventive pets for modders to bring on their journey, including the portable Jester, which I do think is very cute. Good job, Tranquil, on the creativity. Bringing the Jester along will give your allies a chance to stress heal when they land a crit. You'll also gain 2% crit chance when moving, at the cost of 33% chance of gaining bleed tokens. So you can kind of think of it like another version of the Hatchling Crocodilian, sort of, but with a bit of stress healing associated with it. So, you know, it uses the base Jester portrait for the pet slot, but then they were able to mod in the Jester sitting on the edge of the stagecoach, which I think is very cute. And it seems to replace the cage that is normally hanging down, which I think is very interesting. So, you know, so they are demonstrating some capacity to change things. This appears to be a custom pose. Actually, it's not. Now that I think about it, this is probably the pose that the Jester does in the inn. So, you know, showing some creative ways that you can repurpose things. Next example is a combat item. Yes, there are definitely some morality issues there. Yeah, so next we have a combat item mod created by Woberjackie. it looks like. Create a unique combat item like the Arachne Weave. When used in battle, this item will transform its target into a webber. Okay, so this converts enemies into spiders, basically. Which is kind of interesting. I probably would have used it on the big guy, not gonna lie, but, you know, that's just me. What can I say? Then we got a combat item, the Glimpse of Madness, which is 50% chance of +1 stress, 2 burn, and 2 crit tokens. Seems very strong. This one was done by Egthoridin, and gain power at a terrible price with the Glimpse of Madness. Seems pretty strong. I would definitely use it. This art, it looks very familiar, but I don't think I can place it. But nonetheless, interesting. Then we have the Trinket mod idea number 1, created by Lux, which is bring your own barricade to battle with the portable barricade. So if defended, you increase damage, and if combat starts with a hero missing, you spawn a barricade, much like the ones that the Crusaders had, which is a very clever idea. It's a nice little recovery mechanism. I think it's better than, say, like a Thrilling Tablet. And they show that it takes damage and can do that, and it also defends the person behind. So if you put this in slot 2, you're going to be getting pretty much a perpetual 20% damage if you lose a hero. Has some limited effect also if you're playing with a Vestal or a Man-at-Arms, but kind of cool. Then we have another example by Bucat 3D8. Power up your cultist with the Dream Relic. So melee skills on Killing Blow give unchecked power, and 10% chance to deal bleed. That's interesting. That's only in Region 1. Thrilling Tablet plus Barricade. I mean, I would suspect that the Thrilling Tablet is deactivated by the Barricade, would be my guess in Lustrous. Then we have the Dream Relic, which is only available... So in Region 1, it makes stuff stronger. Huh. And then Chaotic Offering skills self-remove all Dream Relic buffs. Oh, wait, no, it's... Hold on, I take it back. So no, it is a 1 region duration, not Region 1. Got it. Okay, so on Killing Blow, you gain unchecked power and you deal more bleed. You have a higher chance of bleeding, so it makes Weird Reconstruction bad, but then also it increases the damage of Nemesis. Huh. Kind of interesting. And then when you use a Chaotic Offering skill, it resets the Dream Relic buff. So hypothetically, if you wanted to store up, you could store up like a massive Dream Relic for, I guess, only for the end of turn, so you couldn't store it up for the final boss, but nonetheless interesting. Then Lux also added a new quirk. Use mods to add new quirks to the game, such as the Marksmanship quirk. Gain 3 on crit, gain on crit, remove Marksman buff. I guess we don't know what the Marksman buff is. Speaking of Chaotic Offering, it's not a bad skill to spam the Burning Stars. Yeah, I mean, just getting more Chaotic Offering is good. This, I don't think we know what the Marksman... So, gain on attack 3% crit, remove Marksman buff on crit. Oh, so this is basically like, exactly like Fear of Death from the last spell. You gain crit, you gain crit, you gain crit, and then you lose crit when you crit. I could see that being pretty good. And then we have the in-item by Scruffik. I think I got that right. Scruffik created an in-item that will increase your chance of running into the Collector. Lure the Baneful King with an offering. +1 stress. Oh, this is an in-item. So it gives +1 stress immediately. And then combat start versus Collector +1 stress. Okay, and then interesting that it increases that, but there's no text to denote that. But nonetheless, that's their update. It looks like they're doing good stuff. I'm impressed with the stuff that they've come up with in this first round of modding. Like, this all looks good for a first cut. Obviously, it's not like class mod overhauls, which is like, you know, what people get really excited about. But nonetheless, very, very Neat. Okay, let's get on with the fun. All right, we're back for another helping of the Darkest Dungeon. See where we left off. I think we just beat the eye boss.
Begins to lift.
And then we have to decide what we're gonna do. We picked up a couple memories, I think, on that last one.
Up ahead, a light in the limitless expanse.
I don't know, Illustrious. We kind of need to do a Region 1 for our new heroes. So that's a thing. We did find the Rancid Feast last time. Hooray. Hooray, Rancid Feast.
The more they have to hold on to, the harder they will fight.
Could these four... I think these four could very safely do... Oh, I can't believe we lost Jarvis. That's heartbreaking. Hot Bath on Jarvis is pretty darn good. Yeah, I think we go Hot Bath on Jarvis.
A memory of pleasure and dull a moment of pain.
Then we like Death's Door. We also like max HP, I think, on Bloodfang. Do we? Yeah, I think we do.
A fleeting impression, a flickering.
I don't see anything. I guess Felice can take the second chance. Yeah, Death's Door resist is good. Burn resistance on you. Very smart and lustrous. Very smart. Yeah, we'll do that.
When all is lost.
So yeah, so I'm kind of thinking, can we make a... I think we can make a Vestal Crusader Leper Occultist team work. Yeah. That seems reasonable. We'll go for Region 1. I'm fine by that.
Once more into the maelstrom.
We got to get those going. We do need to get a duelist started as well. I'm allergic to duelists. I don't know what to say. But yeah, looks like we got another month before the Oh yeah, we could have gotten trinkets and items. For denial, I don't know that we need to. We don't have that many candles, right?
You have cowered in your crumbling denial long enough.
Just think we could have picked up an Icon of Light.
Were impressive, and yet on occasion we relished in.
You never know when they're going to give you something where you can spend 1,000 candles to resurrect a hero.
The crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
I would have paid all my 4,000 candles.
Metal and man, soldier and sword, forged in the fires of war.
So we got a Warlock, we got a Seraph. We got a Pope. Only if we win. Given that we're going in rank in 1, do we want to try out a Tempest instead? Is that crazy? I don't think I want. I think Poet is just always better. I think the Tempest has issues. Hey, Alex, welcome on in. Let's see. This all looks fine. I was really enjoying Aggressor. And then if you're doing most of the healing, I don't think Bonk Vessel works particularly well. And then I think you were all fine, except we have Weakening Curse, which we can swap out for something like that. This team is terrible at killing the Librarian. Chaotic Offering. With a Warlock and Binding Shadows, I rarely find that it's that critical. We can grab it for the moment. But all right, let's get going. This team looks like they'll do okay. We are after all going for the first region. If we pick up something like an Icon of Light, we'll be in extra good shape. That is after all my favorite Vestal trinket. We might have gotten one if I had spent some candles, but instead I'm going to hoard candles. Yeah, so I've been thinking about it. I think next week we're gonna once again pare back our last spelling. I'm just getting a little bit of last spell fatigue, I think, if I'm being honest. I guess Tempest plays well with Zealous Offering. That's kind of an interesting observation. I don't think we're getting the kill on anybody. And Lustrous, you're hitting like a wet noodle.
One less obstacle.
Do love the aggressor's ability to remove stress. That one I will give you. Yeah, you're our hard carry in Lustrous, so you need to pick up the slack.
Are you shaken?
You're our DPS. Okay, Book of Creative Insults. I don't love our chances against the Librarian. We have a very bad team for doing Librarian stuff.
Rest tonight. Under the mountains.
I don't think a Bounty Hunter helps either. Pretty bad gear for it. Let's see, Fieldstone. When apply to attacker when hit, Radiant skills increase that. End of turn if comboed, get more stress.
The means of mastery.
That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask in Lustrous. Let's see. Not loving the trinket selection. Gonna get a little bit of food, but not a crazy amount of food. We'll just do something like this and this. Toss that there. Let's see what we got going on here. So I think Sealing Spaghetti and Binding Shadows need upgrades. Then I think you're the heal. What's going on here? We're losing some frames. And then I'm going to grab Consecration. I think that's our 5. Hey, Sam. How's it going? Good to see you.
Wealth no longer has meaning,
Good to have you.
if indeed it ever did.
We'll grab those for a potential... I think I'm going general first. Here. What do our quirks look like? Pillager fearing necrophobic, occultophobic, melodophobic. think I'm going to save the rest of my money, but we need to pick a pet. Oh, I love the bear. No spoilers, please, but the first 2 seasons, Sasha and I watched and loved. Loved, loved, loved. Let's see. We're not shuffling. I always default to Larval Carrion Eater, I will admit. For a short run, I don't think we're getting much value out of that. We could go Orphan Wolf Cub. We haven't done that in a while. Maybe we roll the dice on Orphan Wolf Cub. This team would benefit from a little stress resist.
Plan accordingly.
And then I don't think none of these are good, so I think we're ready to go. Noisemakers, eh. We have enough stuff that I think we can do a general, so.
Trenches and tents. The front lines of a war that was never.
Yeah, that was a tough hit for sure. The Carmi Claire, but like I mean, I think it is also. I didn't want to spend the money in Lustrous. I think I'd rather wait and see if we can get a hospital somewhere on the route, like because I looked at our negative quirks and none of them were really. Okay, the whole region is nothing but academic studies. What the what? Vintage collection. Faceless vintage collection. Okay, I guess we're going double vintage collection.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Yes, Marcus is extremely likable. I like the whole him stodging overseas also. Shambler spawn would have been better. I mean, Shambler spawn would have been something. That's for sure. And then we can't avoid the lair, which also this whole structure is very odd, very foreign to me. Linseed oil. Okay. Ooh, tea service. That's a luxury item. Nice. And then Polone coming in hot with that. We have great items for working on the general. So I think the general should be pretty straightforward. Oh, the wolf yelps as you go. I would have loved to have seen the screenshot of the jester sitting on the side of things. Yeah, give me that wine. Our relationships are going to be a little sad. Oh, and you get resolute, so we can't use the wine on you. How interesting. All right, Sam. See you in a bit.
At the mercy of the road and its myriad dangers.
We will have to kill the general just to get control. Illustrious. Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance, dance.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
Polone can take it. I'm not worried. Give me a crit token here. Thank you. I'm going to slow roll this just a tiny bit. Because we have the stress healing here. And maybe we can fish for a few crits. Alright, that's probably all we're getting. And we weren't going to get any stress healing off of the Crusader, so...
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
I think we've scienced this before, but I'm pretty sure that you can increase your healing, the base healing of Divine Comfort with plus healing given items. But let's science that out real quick here. Not that we have a lot of fights to test it with, but... I forget what you get for a trinket here. Oh, which one is this? This is, let's take a quick look. Okay, so you can get Proxy Doll, Faceless Visage, or random combat items. Proxy Doll isn't terrible. I'll go with the combat item.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of
Yep.
unparalleled
That's the
power.
one we didn't want. That's okay. Yeah, a little bit of relationship never hurt anybody. If we can get one more set of wine, that will mean that the run won't be
Up ahead,
totally off to a bad start. Although we will have to get rid of Resolute, or Felice is going to have.
these seasoned soldiers were deployed to a winding front.
I just realized, was
meant to prevent the
Felice...
cult's descent from the mountain.
Is that the default name for the Vestal? Ooh, we don't get any combat items. Or we get combat items, so we get some blood. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. But now we need to prepare for the lair. Hello? Now we need to prepare for the lair. Lots of fire stuff. We'll do good work against the general. Hello, Santa. Welcome, welcome. We're going to take a piercing bolt, which is unfortunate, but... I've been playing this game all week. The second chapter, Kick in Your Butt. It's a big step up. The first one is reasonably straightforward. Okay, a lot of stress. A lot of stress. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's Junai. So then the question becomes... Who was Felice?
The fiend's strength.
I must have named them. I assume it was a YouTube chatter. That makes perfect sense, but I'm kind of surprised because I unfortunately don't remember naming them. Oh, come on. Enough of that. So how much are these healing for? Just 2. So I think that means that it did not work. So we do this, and then the best I think we can do is take the 2 stress off our Crusader also. Could be rounding 2.3 down. It could, but I feel like it always rounds up. But that may also be a hallucination. Because I think I remember Mr. Scrake getting some absolutely insane regen numbers off of the Flage. Let's see. That. Okay. Good stuff. So if we're worried at all about controlling the general's growth, we swap one of the Greek fires with Crow's Feet, but I don't think that's necessary. Our relationships are in shambles at the moment. Volley is very unpleasant here. I think we got to yank this guy forward. So we're going to get a all-team piercing volley here, which is going to be, like, not the best. The weaken helps a little bit, but this piercing bolt volley is going to be extremely no bueno. Yeah, well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. The stress on it was a little annoying. What in the actual heck is happening here? Okay, that simplifies things a little bit. But we may need to take a brief stream recess after this, because we're having some strange hitching. Just to be safe.
A little help impeccably timed. Anxiety foments insidious.
Nice resist there.
Stupendous.
Do we get to Solemnity or no? No Solemnity, unfortunate. Get the stress healing while we can.
Easily resolved.
Don't tempt it. Hey Rose, welcome on in. We have the Solemnity next, so I think we just chill for a second. We have to be a little careful here. Kahlua with the new sub. Thank you, Kahlua. Welcome on in. Okay, good ordering here at least. We can knock this off with a relatively light hit and then hopefully zap ya. Reflect for just a little more stress healing. We're not in a super huge rush to get out of this fight.
this world.
The leopard tank build has no attack. Yes, it is designed that way, and it's awesome.
The loathing abates.
Oh, that wasn't the lair yet. Okay, that was just a regular fight. I thought we were in the lair. And then I panicked, like, did I click the wrong button? We're sitting on 0 mastery. Feels pretty bad. An elite brigand. Holy cow. Don't see that every day.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
This was unexpected. I mean, he can still do damage, Rose. It's not like he does no damage. I'm a little nervous about this right now. This is not going to be a pleasant fight for us. We got to do it now. Like, we got to... Yeah, we're going to eat a whole boom. A full party boom. Sure, unless we get a misfire. Could happen. Get everybody topped up. Nope. It's the boom. This region 1 is not doing us any favors. This cannon is kind of a jerk. Gonna get rid of that just so we're not sitting on a bleed that we don't know what to do with.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
We yank this guy forward so our backliner isn't taking another nasty hit. Then we do that to get the weaken off and then hope for the misfire. Okay, there are no misfires in this dojo.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
I want to do some stress healing in Lustrous. I don't think we can afford to just walk away from this one, or we'll be in a huge bucket of syrup. Maybe we can't get any recovery on this. No, we gotta hold off. All right, now I think we finished. But yeah, we needed to do a bit of recovery there. We're still a bit beaten and battered, but we're a lot better off than if we had finished up there with everybody low. Steel plating's not what we need. But yeah, I should have talked about the fact that I was choosing not to use Burning Stars there, but I wanted to extend things slightly. Let's see. Anything better? So we do have this, which making you slower doesn't really change anything for us. I think the stuff that we already have equipped is good. I would have loved to have used some of that laudanum. I guess I could have used it here, probably. But I think going into this, we need all of our combat items to be focused on helping us handle the general, and then hopefully we navigate the first two fights.
Prepare yourself.
Gross. That's a start. The Antiquarian is an enemy
Lenity.
in this version of Darkest Dungeon. We're not rolling any mods at the moment. The block did good work there, at least.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond. A breakthrough.
Good stress healing coming in. If we get the... Are we... No, it's 3 for the fire debuff. That's unfortunate. Guess we still get the weaken, though. Or the kill, I guess.
Entrance.
I was hoping for a nice big hit so that... Oh! Keymaker! New sub. Welcome on in, Keymaker. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, and he was on fire, so we get the execution. Okay. That was a good first fight. This one's the one that's a little touchy, because we're going to get some weird foes up in this piece. So first one that needs to die is Senor Bishop. Because the bishop will bring somebody back if we are not careful. I feel like we've been resisting a lot of taunt from focus fire. That's okay. Well, at least we resisted that one too. Crit. Nice.
To finish this quickly.
Leper stress we can handle.
But deadly all the same.
We don't have a huge number of things that can hit the back rank.
Well done.
So we're going to have to be a little careful here. Oh, not getting the kill there is unfortunate. We're very much in the danger zone of not getting this guy dead in time. It's not the end of the world if we get Death and Dishonored or whatever it is, but it's not our preference. Okay, at least you don't hit very hard. Perfect. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Should have Solemnity there, for sure. Next phase, try Chaotic Offering skill to get your power going. I mean, not this turn, obviously. I'm just pausing to get Pallone a stress heal before we finish here. That was a stall. I don't know if I want to use it on the boss, because we're gonna be using lots of Sealing Spaghettis as it is. So I don't think that we benefit a lot from it. Ooh, a little Reverberating Redoubt. Okay. Pretty good Spoils of War if we can survive this fight. But yeah, I don't think Chaotic Offering helps us much on the general.
He has retreated, undying, into a dream, and there he must stay.
Hold on a second. So you're 10%. You're at 15 and 10. But we have multiple targets. We have to be hitting this, and so we're going to be very consistently doing that. Where do I want this? I think I want this. Well, so first of all, let's do this. Good hit. It's so much stress.
A breakthrough.
See, this is a great example. I guess I could use a Crow's Feet so that then we can Burning Stars here, but I need to Abyssal Artillery. You could hit the root with everyone, no? I can. But it's the only person for whom it's a free action, essentially, is you in Lustrous. And we're hitting for 14 with this. We are hitting for up to 27 with this. So it is... I have... Alright, I will, in this case, I will Crow's Feet to press it forward, and we'll take one big hit. We would have probably gotten nearly as much out of Sealing Spaghetti. And we need to do another one. Because of that. So we're burning through our pushbacks, but we didn't want you to get bound up in Lustrous, so that was the thinking. But we're super ahead of schedule on using our consumables. Okay, that's when we can slow play, so that's good.
work.
I'm thinking about pushing back. Hey, Andan. Oh, Act 1 is no joke. Act 1 is no joke. I think... Yeah, we have enough flexibility. Ooh, I really wanted that not to be a resist. But I gotta keep things under control, I think. Get Divine Comfort out while we're stacking up Empowered Conviction, whatever. I'm doing this now because we have the unchecked power, so we'll be able to... We won't have to target the roots. We may want to, but... Oh, in fact, we will want to. We can get one extra pushback here. So this is what I was saying. Like, I need to do this, which is going to squander our unchecked power. But if we're taking Waking Dead regardless on these two, we might as well get one more pushback off. We could technically get 2 pushbacks, but I think that's greed. And we can't stun with that. That's terrifying. That 30 is no slouch. I think I'm gonna remove here. It's not the best, but... And we may lose a leper turn. I have to use the crow's feet to not lose a leper turn. Soil Stirs on our Vestal is very bad. This general is absolutely going crazy right now, I just want to say.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
The resists suck here, too.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
The dodge could have worked, I swear. It is possible.
An interminable conflict.
Well, we're taking another hit here. 31. Does up to 18. Not enough. Unpleasant times. We got to do it this way. Okay. This is greed, but I think it's warranted. This fight has been an absolute clown fiesta here. He's going to get one more hit in no matter what. I think we're better off getting a little bit of healing off. Okay, good growths there. Not great growths, though. Uh-oh. Hold on. So we have 2 Deathblow Protect.
An opportunity
Sucks.
squandered.
I think we take a meltdown on our leper.
An unavoidable end.
Yep. You're not given the choice of whether you want to fight or not fight the Antiquarian Rose. So I will fight it if it shows up. Well, that was unpleasant.
The loathing abates.
Nobody died, but those relationships are pretty horrifically bad. We still have cultists to fight, too.
The loathing whispers.
So much for the stress resist on the lone wolf. On the wolf cub.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
They're at the 5 breakpoint, so I'm gonna push you down in Lustrous. I don't think we're gonna overflow.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
I do think we need to get rid of the backliners, though, if we're gonna get our stress under control. That's another meltdown. Man. Down to 2 relationship.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
And they're a tippler, which means we can't there's not much we can do. These back 2 can't get hit, so I'm fine doing that. Good relationship squandered indeed. That's never a good one, Santa. That's never a good one.
This wound, at least, has been
One question that I have for you in your quest for Grand Slammery. I'm not sure how people play it. The Wolf Cub is not going to fix those relationships. We do have 8 wine, though. So we have that going for us. But Consider sacrificing the Vestal to get a better relationship? Like letting them die? I have memories on them. In what world? I mean, I know it's only one, but still. That would be some next level brutality.
Measure out your violence.
But yeah, so Santa, the thing I was going to ask you was, do you consider it a grand slam still if you end a run ahead of schedule?
Bravo!
So like if you bail out of a run and then you go back again.
Agony.
See, that's the thing, Enden. That's the thing. Very, very specifically. Like, it is frustrating to me that isn't a mechanic, really, in my opinion. Enemies are too, or heroes are too precious. Oh, I hate that I have a 50-50 here. Alright. I wanted the stress heal. But yeah, heroes are too precious. They take too long to create. You can't really do sacrifice plays. Like, absolutely in Darkest Dungeon 1, I would go crazy with that type of stuff. But in DD2, it's like, do I want to spend 10 hours rebuilding a... Like, this is a Vestal that has one memory, and it's still probably like 10 hours of effort to get them back to the point of having one memory and being halfway into a second run. It's pretty rough. They were very replaceable, and I think it was a strength of DD1. I always used to say that the greatest aspect of Darkest Dungeon 1 was the fact that at some point you had to realize that heroes are disposable. Like, that was I mean, we've played lots of comps like that in Lustrous. I do like defensive comps sometimes. And especially for a region 1. Oh yeah, we didn't get the second wine. Oh, that hurts. I forgot we got Reverberating Redoubt. That should probably get equipped. Our comp is also very slow. I will say that as well. All heroes are disposable in the name of our cause. But yeah, I think the greatest Eldritch horror in Darkest Dungeon 1 was realizing that you would have to sacrifice new recruits. All right. I'm going to take a look at this, and we may abandon this run if I'm not liking where we're sitting by the end of this. And I think I probably won't be liking it.
Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
I can't imagine we fix these relationships.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning.
We have a melodophobe.
Never did.
We have one meditative totem. Let's see. Resolute is super annoying. What do our relationships look like? There's just no way. I mean, we could go for trying to prove a point with these heroes, but let me see if I can get rid of melodophobic. All right, wrong skill went away. All right, before antiquarians were even a thing with banks, if you lost a run and didn't have money, you just hired new heroes to rerun a dungeon. Yeah, I mean, so I almost always had 4 slots in my roster to pick up, like, you know, random adventurers that I would then sacrifice to the wolves to make a little bit of money. And it was actually really fun, because you would send out 4 level 1s with, like, no torches and no supplies. Let's see. Yeah, so I think this run just isn't happening. With 2, 6, 8, like we can run this one back and give it another go. But yeah, I think discretion is the better part of valor on this one. We didn't get much for mastery. We're starved over here.
The next stop is
I don't know that adversity is worth the price of admission. We do get 2 mastery for doing what? Avoiding the field hospital. Nah. On Blood Moon difficulty, you do get timed out. It's true. But, I mean, you can still do some of that. You have a fair amount of wiggle room on Blood Moon. It's not super, super whatever. Yeah, 100 weeks to beat the game is a lot of adventures. All right, yeah, let's call this one. We will we'll run this back, try it again.
fortified by trials past.
I definitely don't like being timed.
Knowledge and experience. Twin yardsticks.
You
of
still get
progress.
16 candles for the first region. That's pretty generous. All right, well, that one didn't go well. We were hurting for certain by the end of that one. It's a shame, too, because Reverberating Redoubt would have been nice.
Slowly
But,
swallowing the world.
all right, let's see. No memories to apply. I think I applied a full set. Yeah.
Harder they will fight.
All right. Let's we will get some of these.
Every twinkling
Bugle,
recollection
not
is
interesting.
another implement at our disposal.
Tinker's Gear, pretty boring.
New instruments will help us diagnose the world's affliction.
Okay. I would say that was pretty unimpactful.
The road calls once more to its dark path.
But we're gonna run that comp back. I want to see if we can make that work. I realize that it is not the strongest comp. I think the Crusader is dragging it down, but these heroes just need their region 1s, and I don't want to do 4 runs to get them their region 1s. So this is what we're gonna do.
In the murky gloaming. Commonalities between the mythos of ancient cultures was not a new area of study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern. The crossroads
They do look good, don't they?
will step
Tenebrae?
forward into the light,
All right, let's see. Where were we?
making peace with adversity.
Instant
the very essence of
replay.
existence.
I don't think there's anything I want to change. Tank Crusader and Offensive Leper. Tank Crusader just doesn't work, I don't think. I mean, I guess with Bugle, maybe we could make it work. Okay, I'm willing to roll the dice on that. So what is the tank path then? I don't even know. Templar maybe? Smite, Rallying Cry, Tenacity. I feel like the Crusader just doesn't have the damage even on Aggressor. I generally agree. Yeah, they aren't top tier by any stretch of the imagination. So with Aggressor, we get more on Killing Blow. Same there. Our Reap is slightly different, but we don't care. And our Tenacity is... So the Templar does feel like the tank, because you take Rallying Cry and you transfer your regen around. Okay, we'll try it out. We'll try out Templar, and we'll try that out with Tempest. The Templars are also one of our only sources of combo. So right now I'm trying to get these 4 heroes their region or their chapter 1 memories. So I don't want to introduce, like, our Hellion is fully kitted, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, fully memoried Hellion. I don't really want to bring them out for a region 1. We'll try this. I don't think this is going to work particularly well. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is going to work terribly. Like, why is this good? Templar is just big damage on the front rank, which we don't really care about. Right now, this comp is doing a really good job splitting damage between the front and the back. I think I prefer Poet Aggressor. I think this is a better... It's still not good, right? Like, if we wanted to make it good, we would swap the Highwayman for the Crusader. But I'm going to try and make this work once more. If it's a disaster, it's a disaster. But Templar, if we find Cruel Intent, I'll spend the money to switch them back. But Templar is so weak out of the gate, especially if you're not running Jester and don't have combo. That's my read on Templar.
The point of no return welcomes you with open arms. The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
My kingdom for a damage memory on you in Lustrous, though. Our leopard just went first, which should alarm everyone.
A promising development. Messy, but effective.
Templar puts Zealous Accusation for the combo. This is a horrible idea. Yeah, it's not... Like, that's not a great way to generate combo, end-end. And our Templar needs to be tanking. So on the first turn, they need to be casting... they need to be casting Bulwark, so we're not even going to get a combo on the first round there. So, that's a horrible design, I think. Yeah, 25% chance to get a combo token on 0 to 2 people. The math, unfortunately, doesn't quite add up.
A slow dissection.
Yes, DD2 is currently on sale in Lustrous.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
I think I saw that when I was reading the patch notes. Hey, Hacks, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. All right, our inventory is full, but not of stuff that I particularly care for.
There are yet
I mean, you get a little bit of combo on the back ranks from Sealing Spaghetti or Demon Pull. Like, I could be spamming Demon Pull, pulling enemies forward, but I mean, come on.
One learns quickly when survival demands it.
I mean, now is as good a time as any in Lustrous, for sure. All right, doesn't really matter where we put the pipeweed. Let's just... These two aren't going to have a lot of interactions. But yeah, the pull would be the other way. Ooh, we just picked up Sanguine. It's not terrible. Does this have a downside anymore? No. We should probably wait until we're getting a sluice. Oh, we're not going to get a sluice. Because this is... Let's see. So, much worse gear for... Does Toxic Ichor push back growth? I don't actually know. Ooh, Trinket Organizer early is pretty spicy. So Trinket Organizer is another luxury gear. Let's try Orphan Wolf Cub again. I have some confidence in it. We'll pick up the Meditative Totem and try to drop... I think Melodophobic is the one to go for. Nice. Glad I spent the money.
Improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Thoughts on grabbing flasks for relationship? You're talking about whiskey flasks? That's a big price to pay for 2 relationship, I feel like.
Something to ease the rigors of the
Food is probably the only thing that kept us alive last time. Guess I'll do that. Might as well. Let's do this. We definitely want that one. I think last time I got Battle Heal and Smite, I think. I like having Binding Shadows as an option. Then, yeah, I think we go Battle Heal and Smite. Yeah, I think that is the play. And then technically we have Bear Traps to push back the growth. We can grab the Warhorn. It doesn't help out much. I kind of want to science if Toxic Ichor. I mean, Smoke Bombs we always take. Curious if Toxic Ichor pushes back the growth. We'll grab them just in case. All right. It's not great, but I do think the Fisherman's Net does, so I think we have almost enough to make this work. These 4 items will allow us to general. Yeah, you can't predict it in Lustrous. That's the issue. I think preemptively building relationship early when you know you're safe is not... Like, spending the 16 gold is a lot of money for what may or may not be important. Do we have to go through the Surgeon's Table to get the General? It looks like we do. Alright, well that's not going to be very fun. Pretty bad path. Wow, really bad path. So, do we forego the General for a Hoarder, a Shambler, and a Creature Den? Shambler probably kills us. So I guess it's Surgeon's Table. Buying and stockpiling. Your region is usually... You're pretty full on stuff and throwing stuff away by the end of a region. There's a pretty high premium on storage. Hey, Tiny Blade, we're just doing a region 1. We had a few heroes die, and we're rebuilding some memories. So we're doing a chapter 1 right now with a kind of unconventional comp, one that I would not particularly recommend. We could not fight. I think he who dares wins on this one. Surgeon may kick our butt. Let it begin. We do have disease resist, so hypothetically. hypothetically, things could go okay for us.
Well done.
Nice hit there. Yes, the Orbitoclast, right? Yeah, we can save that and use it at the end, potentially. Ooh. Really thought we were going to be able to close out on that guy. Let's see. The 2 stress healing would be really nice here. I think we Divine Comfort, and we let the Crusader finish off the zombie for the stress healing.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
12, 14.
Lethality writ large.
Keep those taunts going. Let's get our stuff rolling before we finish this guy off. I'd rather finish him at the beginning of the turn also. Oh, he didn't burn. Damn. All right, I think we stall another round here, so we get an ideal entrance into the next
This wound, at least,
the next portion of the fight. Now we finish the fight. Or excuse me, now we finish the round, which means we have a nice entrance into this part of the fight. Okay.
Conclusion.
Speedy, aren't they? Unless we crit here, this probably isn't the play, but hope springs eternal and all that kind of stuff.
Excellent work.
Wow. We almost did it. We almost did it. Hero goal complete. Huzzah.
An interminable conflict.
We can yank this guy forward. Probably going to be the best option. A little nervous about our leper right now. Good old bone saw. Good old bone saw. These guys have been hitting quite hard, so I'm gonna do this instead. Now they hit for 3, of course. I would have liked to have gotten another consecration up, but we'll potentially get a crit burning stars here, maybe. No. No such luck. I think we do this because this guy has surprising damage output. We could also go for a withstand. If we wanted to. All right, hasta la vista. Oh, one more parting shot, of course. Stress looks pretty good, though. With ordering, we can get a potential crit here. Oh, we didn't have consecration. Oh, consecration of light is already applied. Okay. No crit. All right. I think it was worth fishing for the crit on there. We lost a little bit of health, but I think it was still worth. Let's see, what do we get? Physician's Guild Seal. Deliver to inn. Round start. 2 regen. 5% of the time. Additional healing given. Okay. Okay. It's not bad. It was still a very clean fight. It's true. Yeah, we did all right there. Now we have to make the decision about. So if we go general, we get 1 mastery and potentially trinkets. We get 1 question mark, an oasis, and an assistance encounter. I don't want to fight a shambler though, so we're gonna go right. Oh yeah, wait, and then do I like this on you? Yeah, we'll spiked hat you. Yeah, no orbit of glass, but that's okay. We don't have that. I don't feel like our quirks are that bad right now. Like, we got melodophobic, we got a few things, but good gravy. We were just drowning in. So we could get Proxy Doll. I don't think we care about Proxy Doll. Let's just grab some random combat items. Okay. The fire is good for the general. Is our next fight the general? No, we have 1 fight before the general. So let's see. We will.
Your collection can wait. Press onward.
Your collection can wait? Wayne June's rushing me. I don't like it. Oh yeah, are we getting better stuff now from these? No. At one point they talked about making the hero goals actually consequential. All of my hero goals are 4 candles. Feels bad, man. We are so slow. I think we're still better off doing both of these.
On to the next.
Yeah. This guy's dead in 2 turns, which is good.
Measure out your violence. and apply it judiciously.
And then Zealous is great for these barricades.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
We'll just withstand. Get a little bit of damage mitigation. Keep this under control. I don't need to be stacking a bunch of bleeds. Hitting into the barricades gives you bleed, so... not fun. The Crusader, though, I will say, is a surprisingly good healer. Maybe I should try out some builds with the Crusader as the backline healer tank. Maybe that's the play. We can get... We're leaving a lot of value on the table here if we finish right now. Banneret Crusader, but as support? I could see it. I could definitely see it. Torch is still looking really good, so... And if we can get the kill with our Crusader, that's another, another stress heal down. Or another stress down. Fish for some relationships. And then we heal. Stress heal, that is. Crusader is the second best at everything. It's an interesting take. I'm not sure I 100% agree. I do think that they have some surprisingly good backline damage. I really like Holy Lance. Not that you ever get to use it on the Crusader. It's hard to weave them into a juggle comp. But let's see. We will put this here. We'll put smoke bombs here. Hello frames. We'll put bear traps here. And we'll put fisherman's net here. Hello? Yeah, the frames are lacking. What the heck is going on right now? Please hold. And definitely not the second best at dealing damage. That is true. All right. Not even remotely. Yeah, something is amiss. I need to figure out what the heck is going on. My computer is framing up a little bit, which, of all the things that happen, this is not a common one. But yeah, after this run, which hopefully will not take too many hundreds of hours, we'll figure out what's going on. And probably give it a quick reboot before we start on to our next portions of stream. I try and give it a reboot once a week in Lustrous. That's my usual thing is Mondays. I'll give it a once over. Okay, we have you there, so that's fine. But yeah, I don't turn it off nightly. That's entirely too much work getting everything set up again.
Early results are encouraging.
But yeah, I grew up in the world of the olden days, running Linux systems where uptime was the norm. And you were like, yeah, my machine's been up for 100 days, no problem. No longer the case. Windows doesn't like that. I think we're better off fishing for relationships here. Don't need any stress healing on you. So I guess we get some even if we don't. Okay. Good first round. The tubes are clogged. Makes me think of Ted Stevens. And his famous internet is a series of tubes. Unhinged rant. Ted Stevens being the senator from Alaska who was put as the head of the internet subcommittee despite clearly having no idea how any part of computers works even a little. Happy days. Yeah, Burwell, they announced it's coming out on PC on consoles soon, right? Or am I hallucinating that? It's not fair to say that it's the quality of the setup, but it's what the systems are designed to are designed as kind of like their primary function. Oh, I was like, come on. One off. All right. Like, Linux, because it is a server-based operating system, was designed with, like, very tight kind of, like Illustrious was describing, cleanup and stuff like that to make sure that, you know, memory doesn't get captured and kind of held over, garbage collection is done, etc. And that was never Windows's bailiwick, even remotely. These guys are going to die too quickly. We may have a problem. This guy doesn't die immediately, so I think we just put in damage, but Congress appointing themselves for subject matters they're not qualified for is nothing new. Far from it. I hate how we're potentially going into the next fight. This is like... How do we do this? No matter what, we're going into the next fight unhappy. But I think if we... If we kill this, maybe we get... As long as this guy slow rolls, maybe we're okay. Let's see, we do this, and then we get... No, we can't do that. Gotta do it this way, I think. Well, it all comes down to this. We got it, though. Min roll still gets it done, but that was... we almost got Death and Dishonored. Alright, it's a do-over. If relics in inventory are less than 10, more crit. Reap skill steals positive tokens. Reap skill costs money. I don't think Pilfered Wealth is all that great, but we will once again try the general. I'm a little nervous. Our last general fight was very slow, and we had some bad RNG, so hopefully this time is not so...
Excellent work.
We had a lot of dots last time, which were very good for business. Okay, so with that not upgraded, I think we just swing for the fences. I don't know why I bother. This team out of men-at-arms of team comps should actually be called Heavy Metal. It's a cool name for a team, potentially. The stress on Unsettling Whispers is always, like, a little questionable. Okay, Crusader rolled high, which kind of sucks. We can gamble the 50-50, or we can guarantee it. I think we guarantee it. Sucks, but... And we wouldn't have needed it. We could have just done the one, but... Okay, at least our tanks are taking the soil stirs. Famous last words, but... But gambling is fun. True that. Wait, that wasn't supposed to be a Walking Dead. Did I hit him 3 times? I guess I did. All right. Miscount. Whoopsie daisies. I'm worried about this fight. I think we're going to come out of this fight really hurting. That's fine. Okay, so we have 3 people going, and then we start pushing back growth. Okay. The slideshow continues. Yikes. Not pleasant. All right, now we got to get a little lucky that everyone doesn't get locked up. Okay. If anyone's going to get freed up, that's probably the best for the best. The general going so early here really sucks. The general high rolling like that is very unfortunate. So we've got stirring soil. So if I do a single action to push back growth, we trigger it. But there's basically no way around it, I guess. So we got to do 2, which stinks. That was pretty suboptimal.
A simple kindness.
And now we're gambling on not having this growth extend. Okay. That should make the finish of this fight not the worst. We kind of need a dodge on our leper. If Unsettling Whispers could be dodged. It is not dodged. Okay. Very cool. Okay, this is growth pushback time for sure.
Well done.
Great hit there. Oh my gosh, the fishing line can crit? Come on, game. The fishing line should not be able to crit. Ugh, I hate that. I wasted my crit there. That was very unfortunate. 9. You hit for 6 to 10. There's probably no way we get you dead regardless. Yeah, I wish you could opt to choose to use tokens. It looks like we get a good string here, so oh yeah, this is fantastic. Okay, so well, fantastic might be too strong, but it is it's good enough. So we need to hit you twice. So if you stress heal, the Vestal can hit, and Illustrious can hit, and then we can Solemnity. So we do that. There's 1 hit. 2 hits. And then we get the Solemnity. Okay, well, we're ending this fight better than the last time. That's for sure. Much cleaner fight than last time, which surprises me a little bit. So, pilfered wealth. If relics in inventory less than 10 crit, Reap skill steals positive tokens. We could play with this, right? We don't have to cast Reap a lot. But maybe against like things like the cultists, it could be a good pickup. I think the Spiked Skull Cap is not of this world. We should do combat items while we're thinking about it. Oh, I ended up not using the Toxic Ichor. That's unfortunate. I wanted to test that. I can read pretty malformed stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. No meltdowns equals progress. Yes, indeed.
They waited for death, and still they wait.
Relics for more food. I don't think we need more food. Yeah, we'll do this. Only going down to 8 feels pretty good there. And the slime mold. All the slime mold we could have ever hoped for. Kind of sucks that we're getting double oblivion here, but
The loathing whispers.
few kills on Bloodfang will clean up what stress we have.
A refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
Give me the goodies. I want the mineral rich spring water.
Crisis, no gains insignificant.
I don't think we need to use it right now. Like all of it. I'll keep the stack of 3 in the inventory. Because right now we have a bunch of laudanum I'm planning to spam out. So this is the run where we have Trinket Organizer, right? I haven't felt it too terribly much so far. I guess we got Spiked Skull Cap and we got Reverberating, but that's just because we fought the General. Let's see. More Torch, and we spend money for that, or we get in items, or we steal their relics. For the cost of 2 relationships, I don't want to do that. So we'll just go for a Calming Incense. We did also get Pilfered Wealth. That is true. And this will reduce our loathing by 1. So we'll go into the next region with a little bit of loathing. I really don't like Act 1. I think they need to revisit Act 1. In its current form, it feels too rushed, and that actually makes it more difficult, in my opinion. I think if I was doing a cycle, I would open with Act 1 just to get it out of the way, because I think it has big RNG associated with it. But see, now we don't have... Now we don't have Zealous. I'm going to try and steal that token. That's my plan. I was kind of hoping they would both go commune.
A breakthrough.
Got so many tokens. Oh, it goes before we get to reap it. That's so lame. I wanted to steal the crit token.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
I think we save those now. And we're just waiting for some cooldowns on stress healing. Those blinds did a lot of work, I will say. So I'm going to attack here. The thinking being that if we get rid of the defend, then we only have a crit token that we can grab. That might be the first time I've reaped ever. Okay, so I can get 2 stress healing here. Oh, I can only stress heal myself. Okay, then we should use the spring water here.
A simple kindness.
Get the 2 stress healing there.
Straightforward and effective.
I have run reap before. I have no memory of it. It doesn't seem very good. But that cost us money. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure I understand what would make it good. Let's see. There's no way this kills, which means we get another stress heal here. Or we could heal our leper. We don't need to heal the leper. Famous last words. Temptation. Not even tempted a little. Also, while we're at it... Oh man, they're doing Temptation and the Dark Impulse that kills you. Bold move. Game, bold move. I just think Zealous and Reap being so similar is problematic. Leper's not even blind, haven't been paying close attention. So I play Bloodfang, getting Slugger. It's interesting. Ooh, also we got a unique reliquary. I play Poet Leper, so it's pretty rare actually that my lepers are blind. But yeah, you compare this to our last run, and it is hilarious how much better things are going.
Listen. Practice.
Now, we are not well suited to... Do we want to go slower and have a bunch of resists? That seems like not a thing that we want. The Poet Leper is so strong, in my opinion. We've been having some discussion about it, but we'll grab that. Let's grab Divine Comfort also. Let's grab... The other thing about the Leper is you basically don't need to spend Mastery on them. They largely are self-sufficient. So if I... How does Reap upgrade? Yeah, like Reap right now looks like it wants for being paired with Zealous Accusation. Who's doing a run where you can have two target front ones? I think everything is pretty much faster than us anyways. I may try it and just see. We haven't been going particularly quickly regardless. Withstand could be good. Solemnity could be good. It is good. Oh yeah, with Firefly, I can see it. Yeah, that's true. Let's get Judgment. And let's get... Withstand gets a lot better. Solemnity also gets a lot better. Let's get Solemnity. And we're gonna lean into being the slow kids on the block.
In the equation of your fate.
Mag Rain, another good call. Oh, now they offer us the linseed oil. Game. Why you gotta be like that? Game. We're nearly broke. Sad to see the Greater Sharpness Charm here. I think 2 Wild Teas might be the best we can do.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Ooh, the medicine chest. Gotta do it. Okay, so what does that mean we're getting rid of? The ice box. So now we have Surgeon's Mixing Kit and Medicine Chest. So hypothetically, we're going to have a lot of healing, which should be very good for us. Let's see. Do we use this now? Plus 5% stress resist per negative token, plus 5% damage per positive token. It's only on 1 hero. Oh, 2 targets, including the Crusader. All right, we'll do it that way. I'm not going to hang on to it. I think that's probably not worth. We got disease insurance just in case. We'll hang on to this for now, I guess. Icebox can definitely go. So I was saying 2 Wild Teas. I think I stick by that. I think our relationships are okay enough. Yeah, it's all 5%. So we all know how XCOM works. So let's see. I'd like Melodophobic to go away. And then I would like Resolute to go away. Okay, Tangle Tactician is not a huge loss, but now we are broke AF. No way I'm doing Barrel. Barrel has bit me more times than I care to count. All right, Sprawlward Hoe. Negative? 5%? Nope, we get a positive. All right. Sealing Spaghetti and Intimidate. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Removing dots with Sealing Spaghetti is, like, good for business. I cast a lot of Sealing Spaghetti.
Behold,
Creature Den?
cities of man, ruined.
Hospital? We're probably going to be too broke for it, but... It'd be hilarious when it ruins our whole lives. Yes. That is why I play the game the way that I play it. My goal is always to entertain through suffering. It's been a theme. Yikes. We are slow. Tough choice here. I think we just blow this guy up. Yeah. I wanted to get Consecrate out, but and I'm not going to spend money when I don't have to. I think we got to get working on this little guy, or he's going to sneak up on us and we're going to have a bad time. Can you get the Collector in Act 1? Good question. Oh, we're still burning? Yes. Occultist Plague Doctor is an excellent combo, for sure. For sure? I think I have time, so I'm just gonna get rid of that guy. Yeah, we're not in any big rush here.
One less obstacle in our path.
I'm slightly annoyed by the fact that we're still getting bled as much as we are. I feel like for giving up 2 speed, we're not getting offered, like, you should get more dot resist. 33% I don't think is enough given how much you're giving up with 2 speed off all your heroes. Yeah, as far as I know, it can. I think because the region 1 is short, it's just a little less likely. It's 10s across the board, so I'll just go this way, I guess. That's a lot of puppos, and they are all just gonna go and shuffle us. I'm going to aim for this back one because that means we'll at least probably land a ceiling spaghetti on it. And if I can get rid of one of them, that works for me. I still have this dream of making, like, a shuffle comp with Consecration work, but I've not managed to do it. Wow, Reverberating Redoubt is going hard right now. Like impressively just going. We're not blind right now, so we can put up some taunts. So okay, so if I reap, this is gonna remove 2 dodge, and we're gonna gain 2 dodge. I don't want to spend the money though. Too miserly. Let's just test it out. I think this should completely remove the dodge here and remove 1 dodge here. That didn't quite work out the way that this guy regained a dodge. There's a chance to dodge next. How did this guy lose his dodge and then regain a dodge? Is that a thing? I guess Jester, Man-at-Arm, Grave Robber, Vestal. Yeah, I think you could do Highwayman as well, pretty reasonably. Like the Grave Robber is definitely extremely clutch for those purposes. I also hate that these guys are so difficult to get rid of.
One less obstacle in our path.
This is absolutely gross. Spoders. We don't love the spoders. I don't think it was worth the money to do the reap on that last time. Spoders. Hey, Spartan. Welcome. Okay, Tarantism. Oh my word. Do we have frames, Houston? Can you guys even hear me when this is going on? Wow. That was insane. Yeah, definitely. I'm curious. Hold on. Let's Well, that's good. I'm glad you can at least hear me when everything else is frozen. All right. I'm checking something out there. I think we'll go with that. There we go. All right, let's see. And then just do that to remove the rest. And then let's see. Yeah, so that's a Spartan. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. So this is not good. We did reboot at the beginning of this week. That's actually insane. That's distressing. It's been less than 7 days. Yeah, we're suffering a little bit in terms of PowerPoint gaming. It is true. We'll before we move on to SpellRogue today, we'll do a quick system reboot. The amount of dodge we have removed with this leper is impressive all in its own right. I swear that the Creature Den is perhaps one of the best stress healing events in the game. You have a lot of time to clean things up. But yeah, I can hear my computer's fans spin up when that happens, so I know it's something going on. But yeah, I just checked my system info, and my last system reboot was 6/22 at 11 p.m. So something is afoot right now. Do we want a resistance encounter? Our loathing is at 0. Yeah, let's keep that going. I've been checking that in system tray. I'm currently at 25% CPU, and I'm at like 48% memory. So I doubt I'm like virtually paging. And then if I sort by memory, Chrome is the thing that is using up the most memory. I could double check to see if I have any like errant Chrome tabs. Let's see. Those are all important. Can close this one. Can close this one. No Chrome tabs there. No Chrome tabs there. Yeah, no Chrome tabs there. Mysteries of the universe, I guess. Let's see. Who do you have a better relationship with? Your relationship with Polone is slightly better. Yeah, I mean, it could be that the memory usage goes up over time and then it, you know, has to virtually page and that's what happens, but I don't know. Gonna have to keep an eye on it. It's also really painful having your second slot have no back rank capacity. 1 and 1. Nicely done. Good job, Illustrious. You nailed it. Who's more annoying? This guy gets to go immediately, so I'll get rid of him. You did mighty fine work, Illustrious. What can I say? We have to clear up some inventory space. That's the only reason I'm using that. Why the heck are you executing? Oh, Fanatic Slayer. Got it. Okay. Good info. Heat Shield we probably won't use for the Librarian. I've been enjoying the Bugle. I've been enjoying the daily Bugle. But yeah, memory usage is hanging tough, right at 48%. So, I don't know. Let's see. What are we gonna do with the desperate few? We're not gonna rob them, I don't think. Your relationship with Felice is best. Sure. Combat items and that. I think we have some ablative powder, which is gonna make things a little bit easier. We do also now have. We should probably get this this stack on and available just in case. Oh, we don't have any ablative powder. That's a shame. Okay, where do we need to go for... It looks like left path works. We could go Watchtower. I don't care that much about the cash. That is our last wheel, though. Oh, hold on. If we go Watchtower, we're locked into this anyways. And then we're doing all this, and we're not skipping this. Okay, we gain nothing except less loathing from going left, so we should do that. The Watchtower, it would increase our speed by 1, but our speed is already horrifically bad.
The loathing whispers.
I don't think we need 8 milk-soaked linen.
Best to take all you can.
Okay. Hastened History. We don't care much about turn order, so that can get equipped, I think. That's fine to have here. Actually, better to put this here. Probably put this here. And then we should probably pick a different... We'll do that for emergency purposes, but we are... Okay, clotting powder can go. Milk-soaked linen... I'm willing to get rid of all of it. We're rolling a leper. That's fine. There's so many good restorative items. It's kind of ridiculous.
Until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
Ooh, a hoarder. We're too broke, unfortunately, though. So the hoarder's not going to yield anything of great value. We might get enough baubles from this fight to get a 50 trinket, but we won't get to 65, I don't think. Seems very unlikely. Not really doing it. Although Ceiling Spaghetti removing dots is hilarious. The animations on the Crusader though are so good. So which heroes did they say they were reworking next? Jester and Man-at-Arms? I have a suspicion that I know why that's the pairing. I think they're going to do some pretty major overhauls to stress healing, if I had to guess.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Inspiring Tune change its tune. We let this guy hit us. That's... We want to get the stress healing before we get out of here. Okay, we don't get the stress healing because Reverberating Redoubt. I forgot all about it.
The one pleasant in the extreme.
I swear, Reverberating Redoubt ruins my fun more often than not. Uh-oh, I think we just failed to get a 50 trinket. Nope, we have the chance of a 50 trinket. Okay. I thought we were going to be one short there, but... I managed to dodge both those piles. Not my finest work. Alright, Hoarder, show me a 20% damage trinket, please. There it is. Taunt me with the Snappy Swig. That's life. That's how you roll, but the 50 damage trinket is better than nothing. We'll grab Songbook. We'll grab Meditative Totem. I'm going to buy those, because I think we're going to go in with a full complement. But I think that's... What are we rocking for the boss for equip? Do we want the Spore Grenade? Nah, we'll save our money. I think we're going to be okay against Librarian. Famous last words, but... Oh, we can get rid of one perk, because well, no, it's 16 for perks or 12 for perks. Uh-oh. We may be too broke for utilizing the Field Hospital at all. I will try to navigate us properly to make sure we get all the goodies that we can. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, I think it is 16. Oh, come on. Didn't realize we were full. Shimmer doesn't do anything, but this is like our last chance to get 4 relics. We're going to be broke, so I don't think I can get rid of that. Oh yeah, we do want to equip this. Alright, and here's our friend. We can get rid of Tarantism. That's all we can do. If there were ablative powders, I think I would have considered that as well. But
the treatment is harsh, but undeniably effective.
Well, that's 0 baubles, 0 relics. I'm just waiting out the I'm waiting out the lag storm. As broke as one could get. I mean, we could have 0 mastery, right? The dream. 0 mastery dream. Okay, we got ourselves a cultist fight. Well, well, well. If it isn't our old friend, the cannon. I was like, what are the chances that it would be exact fail on lethal there? And the answer was 100%.
Early results are encouraging.
So we're going to take another big hit from the cannon. I don't see a way around it. Okay, misfire for a little stress healing. Thank you, game. Would have been awesome if we had gotten the second unchecked power there, but this one should be fine. I don't think we have any money, so I should be able to pilfer wealth pretty much with impunity. Can you clutch a 6? Nope. Okay, well, we couldn't have come out of that much better. That was a much better implication than the previous implication. Okay, we don't care about iron banded wheels. For now, I do like that as a switch up. Heat shield we might use for this boss. Let's see. Toxic Acre, I don't think we're using. Neutralizing Powder, we're not using. Alright. Next stop, Librarian. We will also get an ambush immediately after the Librarian, so expect some double ghouls to follow that. Oh yeah, we have to do the Cultist first, though. 2 strength, 2 defend. These are both only on the hero. So I think I pick based on relationship needs. Felice is unfriendly with you. We're double hail, so we perfectly counter them, clearly. Good hit there. I wish I could check my inventory to see how much money I have right now. I'm probably squandering what little money I have on reaps, but I guess pilfered wealth is really good for the final boss regardless, because you can't take your money with you. Wasted the crit. Feels bad, man. Yeah, it seems like with this General's Trinket, you're basically right about at the perfect 50-50. We're getting like 1 bleed and 1 resist basically every time.
Mistimed, misdirected.
Hastened History just hit me with the stun. Oh yeah, we're slow. We shouldn't be using Hastened History. I guess we're stunned for next time? It's curious. I don't think I've ever let Hastened History proc before. That's funny.
Measure out your violence.
The blinds kind of suck. I'm assuming I have no money, so I'm just going to spam this. I don't think we can go negative, but I guess it's time to learn.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
And the Ceiling Spaghetti to try and get stress healing and also remove the dot there. We got this under control, so... Oh. Free stuff, eh?
Stumbling and stupefied.
Wow, Hastened History. I do definitely need to remove that from the mix.
A master stroke.
Just spam and reap, like it's going out of style. The dodges, they do nothing. Of course they do nothing. What more would we expect?
Easily resolved.
Those are not going to move the needle. I think we're still at 0 money.
The loathing whispers.
We still have 2 relics. How can that be possible? That's interesting, isn't it? Because I went kind of crazy with the spamming there.
Though decidedly inconvenient.
And I don't think we got any relics from that fight.
Mind your wheels. They have nothing left to give.
Okay, let's figure out what
Waits you inside.
we're bringing in. That's good. This is fine. I don't mind pyrotechnic dazzlers. We could also use up some stimulants. We have a lot of them. We'll do this just to be on the safe side. This is going to be kind of a slow fight for us, I think. There may be some danger. Oh, I forgot to change my party order. That was a huge mistake, actually. I should have had the Crusader back, too, so that they could at least Holy Lance initially. Maybe we don't fight the... Maybe we don't fight the Librarian. That was a big enough mistake. This team is very weak against the Librarian.
Stupendous.
Yeah, so you can't steal a token that your hit removes. So you can't steal dodge tokens. Yeah, I think... So I think we're guaranteed to take the riposte here. Or maybe it gets triggered, and so we don't get to? Yeah, it gets triggered, so we get nothing. Okay. It's good to know. Hmm.
Incremental, but deadly.
Yeah, I think fighting the librarian would be a mistake.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Because we have a pretty bad team for it. And what? We're going to get a snappy swig that we're not going to be fast enough to utilize because we're not going to have any money to buy any speed poultices? That's kind of how I'm feeling about things. What if we chaotic offering and spam burning stars to not hit the books? I mean, it's... So that would work. But you just have to remember that's our only source of damage in Lustrous. Right? We basically miss turn 1. Right? We're potentially missing turn 1, sitting there. I mean, I think we probably do it, but I don't suspect that it's going to be pretty, and there's a lot of risk involved, potentially, I think. It's not really a question of if we can. Like, I think we definitely can. It's really just a question of if it's worth anything.
Cleared with impunity.
Because, right, like, what are we getting? Complete catalog, eh. Enlightened element, too slow. Smoldering hymnal, maybe useful, but not really against the boss. Like, I think we could do it. I do. We certainly get some money out of it. Fine. Fine. Also, bad dodge tokens could really make us very unhappy. That's an aggressive first turn, by the way. Oh, also, the shuffle could be really bad for business. Like in Spaghetti, I'm going to try Chaotic Offering, though. I think we'll get more damage out of it faster for this length of fight. But this is still going to be spicy, I think. Okay, that helps out a little bit. The blind hitting categorize is huge. I'm not sure the RNG could have worked out much better on the beginning of this fight. We'll see how it goes for round 2. Okay, that's just...
A fortune in memories.
I guess that's one way to do the librarian.
The loathing abates.
For anyone who is like, I'm not sure how I should do the librarian, I think that's definitely an option. If first in turn order. Ha ha ha, very funny. Maybe that's our combo. This is not going to be important for the final region. Are we gonna run out of torch? No. But we are about to get ambushed. I mean, in fairness, the Crusader did also hit him once. So it was not completely, but here we go. Cross your fingers. Double ghoul. Okay, this seems almost too manageable. Let's forget, what does the exclamation point do? Here's afraid of being left behind. Delete the dog or get consecration up? I think consecration. Very well, if I am needed. Yeah, we're not close enough to do that yet.
A resounding response.
And Lustrous, I'm glad you woke up and decided to start doing some work, because... I don't think we're getting a better heal here. Oh yeah, I can't. Can't do that heal anyways.
Steady yourself.
Let's just get out of there.
A lesson taught.
We weren't going to get low enough to get the Solemnity, and I didn't want to wait 2 more rounds, but...
The timbers creak, the wheels groan, but we press on nonetheless.
That filled our inventory. Yeah. We'll get rid of the slime mold. We have a little bit of cash now. Do we have a combat item? Yeah, we do. Okay. We'll try and pyrotechnically dazzle the deacon here. It doesn't have the flesh warps, so we can also just like go for the rush down. Ooh, slightly awkward stealth there. Why not? We're not getting to Solemnity seems to be a tough one for us to manage. Illustrious, you gonna finish this one up for us? Looks like it. Oh, wow. Not impressed. I guess you are, but not in the way that I expected you to. I'm gonna use the Mineral Rich Spring Waters because they are uniquely bad for the final boss that's coming up. Because they get locked by both stress and healing. Two stress healing off that. All right. We came out of that looking pretty good.
Have their solutions, even the big ones.
Silent treatment, not for this team. I was just thinking about it in Lustrous, and as amazing as that back-to-back 61s was, I still think I kill the Librarian faster with a Plague Doctor without crazy RNG. Because that's a turn 3 kill, right? And I feel like I've pushed towards, not achieved, but I've pushed towards never having a book. In fact, I've had runs where I've never had a book get destroyed at all. So, go figure. Let's see, we got double touching dirges into Feast, which is like the best case scenario. One of our relationships is bad, but so we got a 13 there and a 10 on Bloodfang Fleece. Okay, so the 13 we need one pip. Let's try. Okay, so we can't use the booze on you. Who is the other bad relationship? 13 was in Lustrous Bloodfang. Let's roll the dice on this. Good. Then I want to get rid of Tippler here. Yeah, get rid of Resolute. Nice. Then food there, food there, food there. Then this is adds 1 positive combat. Combat start, we get a random token. So we'll do that. Put that there. No diseases. I should have thought about the fact that we had we had that and we didn't need to remove Tarantism.
A bit of
I'm going to grab the Sharpness Charm as well.
to damnation.
And we're almost broke. I can afford to buy a Pipeweed and a Slime Mold. A little stun resist is pretty good for this fight. Or we could grab a Wild Tea. Wild Tea is the greed play for the future. Who would we slap that on? We got nothing good up here. Yeah, let's get you cleaned up. And I think I'm gonna do like something like that. And then the other, so the bad relationships. It's just Felice and Bloodfang. This won't get them out of, they're still gonna be in. Their negative chance is 35%. Okay, we're getting Ind twice. We have Felice's Quirk. Damn. Okay, well. That's a shame.
One learns quickly when survival demands it.
I mean, I'm not too terribly concerned in Lustrous. Let's be honest. I think Divine Grace might get used.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
I'm not going to bother switching the complete catalog. I think the resist is fine.
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you.
And then I was thinking you could take this. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let's just go do the thing. I'm not too concerned. All right, into the mountain we go. We had a 35% chance of a negative relationship with 12 pips of relationship. And I'm pretty sure it was on these two? No? Okay, we dodged the 35. Nice. A lot of dot removal. All right. Let's see. Any combat items we want to use before the boss? This is good on the boss. This is good on the boss. This is good on the boss.
The great cigarette.
These we should use before the boss. We'll probably do that. Smelling salts are also pretty good against boss. And we have 4 of them. So maybe we use one of these. Yeah, let's put these 3 and the heals on. Well, but these 7 stimulants is also pretty insane. Let's save those for the final boss too. So we'll use these. And everything that's not the healing solve, I'm happy to consume. Okay. Hopefully this is a nice, clean final fight here. I think we have a decent team. We can spam Reap on Bloodfang to our heart's content. Better off getting the strength here, I think. Let's nuke the boss and not the game's frames. That's a wish that I do not think we will necessarily be able to achieve, but I will do my best. I'll do my absolute best. Terrible first hit there.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Okay, we got him. That's nice. Okay, this fight is threatening to be too short. So we have to be a little careful about that. Okay, the regen will help. Our stress isn't that bad, so... And Lustrous. You're saving it all for the final boss, it sounds like. Meanwhile, our Crusader is just going to town over here. Don't like that we got one more hit here, but...
The mind's grasp grows tenuous.
Now, ideally, if you got the kill... That's Execution 1 on burning. We're not currently burning. Execution 2 on burning. Alright, well... Gosh, crits all day long. Crits all day long. Alright, just for the disrespect. Kill goes to Palone.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Okay. So let's figure out who's getting what. Give that to you. Stimulants should go on you. And then... All things being equal, let's bleed them. Okay. Act 1 boss. Shouldn't be a big deal. Not too concerned.
The Colliginous Cathedral.
Any skill changes?
Temple of the Iron Crown.
Reflect for Hugh. I don't think Reflect is that important. I don't think we're going to get shuffled, but I'll probably grab Holy Lance anyways. I don't think Ministrations is that important. Let's put Divine Grace on. Rest looks good. Oh my gosh. We got 4 smelling salts and 4 stimulants the moment we could not act on them.
The mind must be
Hilarious.
self-imposed incarceration.
Denial of Fortitude is a great start for us. 3 out of 4 bleeds. Fantastic. We want to be doing damage on the front, too. But unfortunately, thanks to Illustrious, we probably, you know, that first Sealing Spaghetti was a mistake. We absolutely should have, we should have went for the unchecked power. Stun there sucks, but...
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Nobody needs smelling salts right now. Our Crusader just likes hitting for 17, apparently. Crit or no crit. Nile of Arms is okay. Denial of Ranged is next, presumably, which is going to be a little annoying for our cultist, but not too bad. I think everybody just needs a bit of healing, so let's toss that out. Oh, that's right. We can't do this right now. Let's just avoid any threat of a meltdown. No heals? Okay. That's actually fine. They're doing a great job also hitting you and Lustrous every single time. How much do we need to hit for here? And for 8 to 12 there, we're hitting for 6 to 8 here. I would like to actually get the kill, so I'm going to do it that way. Denial of Reason is great here. That works out really well.
Take heart and do not relent.
I mean... Oh, snap! Prime167, thank you for the sub. And Illustrious clutching it so hard. 71 point heal there, casual. Clutching the Resolute.
Bravo.
More 17s. All the 17s. Get rid of that weakness. It's Jover. That's all she wrote. Reap ya? Get reaped.
At last, the world's mind is free to
All right.
remember a time before the cancerous corruption.
That was not bad.
The Shadow's advance has been halted. For a time.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to give the computer a reboot. It's possible that the disconnect protection will allow us to do this smoothly. But let's try it out. So bear with me for a moment here. What's going to happen is the stream is going to... Well, actually, hold on. I should take a quick BRB. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then when I come back, we'll do this really quickly. So give me a moment here. I will be back momentarily. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do the fastest reboot in the West, and I'm going to stop streaming on YouTube. Hold on a second. I got to switch to this. I'm going to try and forward YouTube folks over to the SpellRogue video that we'll be doing, or the SpellRogue stream we'll be doing next. Oh. New managing moderators can support your stream in even new ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have some capabilities that standard moderators do not. But in addition, they can manage blocked words and change the modes in live. Cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, so I'm going to end stream here. You guys will get forwarded over, but I won't start streaming again until I do the reboot. So bear with me. And this will be very interesting, and we'll see how it all goes. BRB.